The elites locked me up because I exposed the another dimension state of mind.
All right, so I'm gonna talk to you guys something you probably don't hear often, but it's about flow state. So if we look at somebody like Albert Einstein, right, the greatest inventor of all time, like this man probably invented thousands of things, and most of the things were really useful, like the light bulb. So if we look at somebody like this, right, that had an output that no one could ever match, right? This man was 100% his entire life in a state of flow, right? He was like blessed. He was transcendent. Okay. And let me just share a little experience about when I felt that way back in 2023. So I was in a similar position like this. I felt the same way where my work, my creativity was through the fucking roof. Everything that I was like, the input that I was putting out, I felt that it was twice much more efficient and better quality than like out of the period of time. Okay. And when I felt that way, everything else besides me, other things besides like my work, it feels so very small. Like for example, if my plane get canceled, if somebody spilled coffee on my shirt, I just wouldn't even like recognize it. Meaning like I wouldn't even like put that information for me to like to consider or think about. I would just like move on to the next thing. And when I got out of like the flow state, it just felt like I could have never really go back. You know what I mean? It feels like I lost the focus. And I just think that to really get into a flow state, you have to really be doing something that you enjoy, something that you have a bigger goal to really go after. And I feel like it has nothing to do with how hard you work and how big your ambition is. Although these things matter, I don't think these are the things that will get you guaranteed into a flow state. Okay. And I think like if you are like really well off, like if you're like ultra rich, you're really happy with everything, I think those things will not help. I think it's mostly have to do with when you are in a lower position, in a lower state of mind. Just things are not going well with everything. And there may be like some tragedy happen and I guess like your mind become ultra super focused, and that really start a period of flow state in your mind. So this is something I feel like you just have to be blessed with, I guess, right? You can't really like force yourself. Although I tried all these years trying to go back to that, I never had any success, right? I never had any success going to the state of flow. And I just feel like the best way to put yourself, like having the best opportunity or the best possibility to get into a flow state is just doing something you enjoy to do all your life. That's it.